You just met someone. An hour later, you've told them about your childhood, your last relationship, your biggest fear. And on the drive home, the shame hits. Why did I say all of that? If this pattern is familiar, this video is going to change the way you see yourself. Because here's what no one tells you. Oversharing isn't a personality flaw. It's not because you're too much or embarrassing. It's a psychological survival strategy. And by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why your nervous system does it and what it's actually trying to protect you from. Stay with me. When you overshare, most people think you're just bad at social boundaries, but psychologists see something completely different happening. You are running an identity test. Unconsciously, you're dropping your most vulnerable truths early, your trauma, your mess, your realness, and watching to see if the other person runs. It's not carelessness, it's a screening mechanism. You learned somewhere along the way that people who accept the too much version of you up front are safer than people who fall in love with a curated version and then leave when the real you surfaces. Oversharing is your nervous system saying, show them the worst-case version first, so if they stay, you know they're real. Here's where it gets deeper. Many people who overshare grew up in unpredictable environments. A parent who was warm one day and distant the next, a home where love felt conditional or unstable. Your nervous system learned a brutal equation early. Closeness equals safety, distance equals danger. So as an adult, your brain tries to accelerate intimacy, skip the slow build, go straight to the deep stuff, because slow and gradual feels like distance, and distance feels like abandonment is coming. This is called accelerated intimacy seeking, and it's one of the most common patterns in people who experienced emotional inconsistency in childhood. You're not oversharing because you can't control yourself. You're oversharing because your body is trying to outrun the fear of being left. But there's another layer, and this one is almost addictive. When you share something vulnerable and someone responds with warmth, validation, or curiosity, your brain releases dopamine. Not a little, a lot. Because being truly seen, especially if you grew up feeling invisible, is one of the most powerful neurological rewards a human being can experience.
So you go back for more. You share more, they respond. Dopamine. You feel close, you feel real, you feel like you exist. The problem? That hit fades fast, and the closeness you felt at 2 a.m. with a near stranger evaporates by morning, leaving you with the hangover. Shame, exposure, and the creeping sense that you gave away too much of yourself to someone who wasn't ready to hold it. People who fear abandonment deeply often have boundary confusion, not because they're broken, but because their early template for connection never included healthy ones. Boundaries were either walls, total shutdown, or non-existent, complete exposure. There was no middle ground modeled for them. No one showed them this is how you let someone in slowly, safely, on your own timeline. So they default to one extreme, shut everyone out or flood them with everything. And because isolation feels unbearable, they flood. Here's what I want you to hear. The part of you that overshares is not broken. It is desperate to be loved safely. It is trying to create connection with the only tools it was given. But here's the truth that changes everything. Real intimacy is not built in one conversation. It is built through repeated safety, small moments over time where someone shows you again and again that they can be trusted with more. Oversharing collapses that process. It tries to skip straight to trust without earning it, and that's not connection. It's a test that often ends in disappointment. Healing this pattern doesn't mean becoming closed off or cold. It means learning to pause before you pour. Ask yourself, have I seen this person handle other people's vulnerability well? Have they earned this piece of me? It means letting intimacy build at the pace of proven safety, not the pace of your fear. And it means recognizing that the discomfort of going slow is not abandonment, it is just unfamiliarity. Your nervous system will catch up. If this resonated with you, it's because some part of you already knew this pattern was costing you. Not because you're too much, because you've been trying to find safety in the wrong order. Comment below. Do you overshare? What usually triggers it? Meeting new people? Conflict? Loneliness? I read every response. And if you want to go deeper into attachment patterns, emotional regulation, and why your nervous system operates the way it does, subscribe, because we're just getting started.